Hey guys, what's going on? Paul here and welcome back to another Cardano video. If you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, as what I do here is put out 100% Cardano content. Whether that is tutorials, breaking down news into simple to understand videos, or charting, looking at the price and seeing where potentially we could go and important levels. So I do have another channel, Trading with Paul, where I talk about all other cryptocurrencies and trading and everything over there. So make sure you check that out if you have an interest in the wider crypto community. Friday, what I done was I put out a video looking at the ADA price. It was kind of a test one to see what people thought about trading videos. The feedback so far has been very good. The channel has crossed 100 subs. I really appreciate everyone that has subscribed, and I'm going to start doing these more regular. I had thought once a week, but with what we've seen over the weekend, we definitely have to look at that a bit earlier. I did throw the charts up on Twitter this morning. Again, you can follow me on Twitter. I'll have the links below because I will be doing more regular updates there. Maybe a few updates during the week looking at how we're performing and what levels we are hitting. So let's jump over to the charts now. So over on the charts, I'm going to start with the ADAUSD price today. I did get feedback that there's lots of people who prefer looking at the ADAUSD price, so I'm going to look at that one first, but I will then jump into the ADA BTC price as well, because personally I really like looking at it on that chart, because for me, if I am buying, I'm always buying with Bitcoin that I already have, because I am pretty much all in with crypto at this stage. So if we zoom in here, last Friday we were stuck down here. I think we were somewhere around the end of this channel. We were looking to break above it. We had been stuck between the 7.5 cent and 11.5 cent range. Well, we definitely broke above this. Friday evening we started to really break through it, and the whole weekend we have seen some huge growth in the ADA price. So we shot right up to the next level, which was just over 15 cent. Now let's take a look at how that price impacted us when we got there. If I come back down to an hourly chart here, so you can see we moved right on up. We come up here, and when we hit the level first, we got rejected. Again, rejected once again. And when we came back up for the, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4, the fourth time or fifth time, we came up and we came up through the level, then we came back down, and then it flipped over to be a support level. So right now, this had been a very strong resistance level in the past. I'll scroll backwards and show you that in a second. But right now, it is looking as if we are flipping it to support. Now, I will say that because ADA is so correlated to the Bitcoin price, if Bitcoin took a big dump at this stage or a big pullback, then potentially we could be dragged back down under this level. But right now it is starting to look positive. This candle that's currently forming on this hour, if this one remains above that level or even turns green, then to me that is a very positive sign. So we'll wait and look at that. I may put an update out on Twitter later as I'm watching this throughout the day, but that's where we are on that one. And if I come back out to the 4 hour just to show you how this level, so you can see back here, this is why this was an important level to break through. It's one that we really struggled with here. We got rejected 1, 2, 3, 4 times we got rejected and then fell right back down. And we're only coming back up challenging that now and looking like we could really push on through it. So if we come back out onto the daily then and see where we are looking at next. So this here was that 15 cent level. The next level realistically is around the 20 cent mark. Now these are all technical levels. This doesn't take into account fundamental news. If Cardano came out and announced that would be listed on Coinbase within the next week, then I would expect this price here to just boom right up. It would not. The fundamental news can override the technicals at times. In general, when you zoom out, the technicals generally hold up fairly well. But there are them rare occasions where you have huge fundamental news that can have a big impact on price. For anyone new, technicals is basically all these lines that I've drawn on the chart, which look historically at how prices acted at certain levels and then where it potentially could go in the future. Fundamentals then is news about a project or about an asset, so something that will impact how that project or asset is perceived to either increase supply or increase demand or decrease demand. So again, we're looking at this 20 cent level as the next price. After that then, and the reason we're looking at 20 cent is back here when we were falling, and this is back in June 18, we tried to get back up again, but we got rejected in July 18 on this level. So what we are looking to do is come back up and challenge this level again. And if we get through it, 23 is the next level. And after that, we are looking at, there is not a whole lot then between 40, 50 cent. There's not many levels there that are on the charts between that 23 cent and the 40, 50 cent level. So let's keep watching it over the next few days and the next week. I'll probably do an update on Friday. This is an important week to see, can we hold the gains that we have seen over the weekend. Now, shooting over to the Bitcoin chart, you can see we are finally out of this major downtrend that we were stuck in here. So this is what I was showing last Friday, and we were stuck all the way down here. Let's get out of the daily actually, so we can see it a bit better. This is where we were when I done the video on Friday. And I was talking about this 620 level, that's where I thought we needed to get out of. And then I was mentioning 660 because I thought that we might hit the resistance somewhere over here. I wasn't expecting to hit this line here until today or even tomorrow. But the ADA price didn't agree with that. They wanted to get up and fire through that level a lot quicker, which I'm not complaining about at all. So we came up to the level here, and we shot straight up through it. And what I'm actually happy to see is we got a big pullback up here. So once we were through that level, we got our pullback, which pulled us back down into it. But we, instead of continuing on down back through the downtrend, we seen that it was able to push back up through it and really push out of that downtrend. So again, what we're looking at now is this has potentially become support. It would nearly need to be tested another time to be confirmed as support. But it definitely was resistance here and here. At both times it got pushed back down, whereas here we were able to power right on through it. So the next level for me in terms of the ADA BTC price is the 980 sats level up here. So again, right now we are around the 820 sats level, which is good to see. We need to push on up now and get up to that 980 level, which is, as you can see here, we've been rejected here once, twice before. So getting up and getting through this 980 level is for me the next important level that we need to look at. It's not unrealistic though to see a bit of a pullback here. Somewhere in here there is potentially a big pullback as well, depending on what Bitcoin does. Because look, Bitcoin is very close to an all-time high. If Bitcoin went up towards 20k, and I think the 20k level is, we're not going to see a major rejection at 20. I think the rejection that we see is going to be closer to 22, 23, 24k. I think when we hit 20 and go above that, that's when retail is going to start getting interested in Bitcoin again. Because right now, I'm going to talk about this on the other channel later, but it does have an impact here. This isn't like 2017. What we're seeing is we're not seeing as many retail investors involved in Bitcoin right now. When you look at the Google Trends, the searches for Bitcoin are nowhere near what they were in 2017. So I think that interest is only going to come back once we get above the 20k level and people see, oh, Bitcoin's above 20 and it's holding this time. The FOMO is really going to kick in there. So if Bitcoin starts having them $1,000, $2,000 days, we may see some big pullbacks in the ADA BTC price. But again, for me personally, they will be buying opportunities. I said in last Friday's video that I was looking at, if we broke this 580 level, I'd be looking to buy down there. But I don't see us hitting there. Can never fully rule it out. I think them opportunities could be gone. The opportunities for buying now would be in the low 700s. So that's where I'm going to be looking at. And I'll monitor it from there. So look, I hope this video has been of some value to you. If it has, please give it a like, give it a share, and let me know down below what your thoughts are, what your price targets are. As well, I put a link to my other channel down below and to Twitter if you want to follow along there. Can't finish off without mentioning as well that my own stake pool hit our first block over the weekend, and I am very, very excited about that. So I will have a video coming out about the stake pool later today, And for now, guys, thanks very much for watching. I will talk to you soon, and I appreciate everyone that likes and subscribes and supports the channel. Talk to you soon.